For more than a century, the Antikythera mechanism astonished historians. Half of it survived, the other half vanished into the sea. What remained was a corroded skeleton, gears without context, inscriptions without a face. The back whispered of eclipses, calendars, and cosmic cycles. But the front, the heart of the machine, had disappeared, silenced for nearly 2 millennia, until now. Through the use of artificial intelligence, high-energy X-ray imaging, and mechanical engineering, researchers reconstructed what had been lost, letter by letter, gear by gear. The discovery was born of chance. The story begins in the spring of the year 1900 in the restless waters of the Aegean Sea. A team of sponge divers from the island of Symi, led by Captain Dimitrios Kontos, was forced to anchor near a small rocky island called Antikythera, between Kythera and the Peloponnese. Bad weather interrupted their work, and rather than wait, they decided to dive. One of the divers, Elias Stadiatis, descended wearing a heavy canvas suit and copper helmet, reaching more than 45 meters in depth. What he saw terrified him. Twisted human shapes lay scattered across the seabed, arms, torsos, faces frozen in time. In panic, he pulled the signal line and returned to the surface, convinced he had found a mass grave. But they were not bodies. They were bronze and marble statues entwined in the wreckage of an ancient ship. When Kontos descended, he returned holding a corroded bronze arm, greened by centuries of oxidation. That arm marked the beginning of the first organized underwater archaeological excavation in Greek history. Over the following year, divers and the Greek Navy recovered statues, jewelry, coins, glass objects, and dozens of broken bronze fragments. In the year 1901, crates of artifacts arrived at the National Archaeological Museum of Athens. Among them was a block of corroded metal and wood, seemingly insignificant, ignored until the 17th of May, 1902. On that day, the scholar Valerios Stais noticed something strange projecting from the corrosion, the perfectly cut teeth of a bronze gear. That observation opened one of the greatest scientific mysteries ever discovered. The fragments belonged to a mechanical device recovered from a shipwreck dated to the 1st century before Christ, although the mechanism itself was even older. Today, only 82 fragments survive, about 1/3 of the original machine. Even so, they preserve 30 interlocking bronze gears, hand-cut with astonishing precision. The largest measures more than 5 inches in diameter, with hundreds of carefully spaced teeth. All the pieces are housed in Athens, still marked by the sea. These are not assumptions, but concrete limits. Any reconstruction must begin from this real bronze, these real inscriptions, this real geometry. In the 1970s, initial radiographs already indicated the mechanism's complexity. The true breakthrough came in 2005, when a joint British and Greek team brought cutting-edge technology to the museum. At the center of the project was a 12-ton computed tomography scanner, nicknamed Blade Runner. It projected high-energy X-rays through the bronze from every angle, producing thousands of sectional images combined into 3-dimensional models. At the same time, a reflectance imaging system revealed scratches invisible to the human eye. For the first time in 2,000 years, the mechanism began to speak again. Inside the fragments appeared thousands of engraved Greek characters, a user manual carved in bronze. Yet some of the highest resolution scans failed, displaying gaps and distortions that obscured crucial letters. In ancient Greek, a single letter can alter the entire meaning. In 2018, researchers reprocessed the original data, correcting distortions and restoring missing layers. New texts emerged, old debates were resolved, and the machine's purpose became clear. The back is the most preserved and deeply impressive. The upper dial presents a spiral of 5 turns, tracking 235 lunar months, the 19-year Metonic cycle, which harmonizes the lunar calendar with the seasons. A secondary dial records 76 years, the Callipic cycle, refining long-term accuracy. Below lies another spiral of 223 lunar months, the Saros cycle, famed for predicting eclipses. Inside, a smaller dial tracks the exeligmos, a correction of 54 years ensuring additional precision. Another dial marks the Pan-Hellenic Games every 4 years. These are not interpretations, but engraved instructions. Each potential eclipse month bears a glyph indicating whether it will be solar or lunar, the time of day, visibility from Greece, and notes on the color and direction of the shadow. It was not merely prediction, it was explanation. The front of the mechanism was largely destroyed, yet fragments of its plates transformed understanding. Published in 2016, the front inscriptions describe exact planetary relationships for Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, specifying how many synodic cycles equal full years and zodiacal revolutions. They are equations, not suggestions. Any reconstruction must obey 3 criteria: mechanical, the gears must function; mathematical, the ratios must correspond to the inscriptions; spatial, everything must fit within the remaining structure. Before reconstructing gears, the text had to be validated. Enter Ithaca, an artificial intelligence model developed by DeepMind to restore damaged Greek inscriptions. On its own, it achieves about 62% accuracy. Combined with scholars, it exceeds 70%. That precision drastically narrowed the design possibilities. In the early years of the 21st century, Michael T. Wright built functional reconstructions, demonstrating that it was possible to model planetary motion using ancient techniques such as epicyclic gears and pin and slot mechanisms. The decisive leap came in 2021, when a team from University College London presented a complete mechanical architecture that met all the criteria. At the center was a set of concentric tubes, a central coaxial output, allowing multiple dials to share the same axis without collision. Instead of overlapping pointers, the cosmos arranged itself in concentric rings, as described in the inscriptions. Gears were shared, space was saved, nothing collided. Every fragment found its function. In total, the machine comprises 69 gears, 35 known on the back and 34 reconstructed for the front. This is not mythology, it is mechanics. At the center of the front dial is a small dome representing the Earth. Around it moves the Moon, indicated by a sphere half black, half white, displaying its phases day by day. Farther out, 6 rings carry Mercury, Venus, the Sun, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, each marked by an indicator traversing the zodiac. A golden marker denotes the Sun. A serpent-shaped pointer, the so-called dragon's hand, tracks the lunar nodes, signaling eclipse seasons when they align with the Sun. Surrounding everything are the zodiac ring and the calendar. With a single rotation of the crank, the user could visualize planetary positions, lunar phases, eclipse seasons, the seasonal rising of the stars, and the date, all at a glance. It was not ornament, but a mechanical model of the universe. Thank you for watching. While you are here, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Click on one of the recommended videos on the screen for more incredible information. See you there.